danger.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Caffeine and Sensu Beans podcast. I'm joined by the usual suspects, Chiwin and Bless Sin. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
I'm
Good.
doing pretty good. Finally got a good, better quality audio, so it doesn't
You
sound like I'm
sure? Oh, I
underwater
was
like
actually
last
gonna
week.
say,
Yeah.
could we have that same type of audio every week? That was
No,
crazy.
just for folks that are doing podcasts, never do it on your AirPods. I thought it was gonna work, and then it was
It
just
worked.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it worked. It just
it's
sounded like
sick,
crap.
dude.
That's it.
Oh, you guys think so?
Yeah, I thought it.
I'm
I thought it sounded
sure.
like I was underwater, like I was in a
I thought you were
cave.
in a different dimension the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Oh, that
But
was
yeah, well,
classic
we're
stuff,
back.
dude.
We're back to the
But
good
also, that
quality
didn't help
stuff.
was the interconnection as well.
Oh yeah, no, that was some fast
Quick.
stuff.
Yeah.
That was some fast
You
stuff
hate
over
it.
there. Yeah, I ate it. It was like I was like on AOL over there.
I was like, damn,
Oh,
slow
damn.
down, dude. It's gonna keep
Yeah,
up.
the dial up.
Dude, the
All right. How you doing,
dial-up.
Kick?
I'm good, man. I got a good night's rest. You know, I think yesterday being out in the open, out in the outside, my my throat got super dry. I think because of the smoke. So I had to drink a bunch of water and stuff. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to make it to today.
Okay.
I was just let me say make it no to the podcast. Um, but no, I'm good. Ready to go. Yeah, what's on the agenda? What did you cook for us today, dude?
Um. So today we're gonna be discussing which tags that aren't in the game or are in the game that aren't relevant would we like
Hmm.
to see get a boost. Um, as well as if there's time, discuss the new Majin Vegeta and Cell.
Yeah. Um, the tags that are not relevant. I'll tell you right now, tag I wish was relevant, well, two that I really wish were relevant would be Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2. I think there are enough Super Saiyan, well, there are not that many Super Saiyan 2s, but there are enough to make a decent tag. But I don't know if they'll go down that route because it's like it would only be like only a few characters would fall under that. You know, like the Super Saiyan 2, Goku, Gohan, Kefla, and then Majin Vegeta. I don't think there would be that many more because like I never seen Bardock hit Super Saiyan 2, even though he goes Super Saiyan 3. That's sick. Um, you know what I'm saying? But like
But it
I
would give
think
the game a different twist.
yeah, and like it would give other units because what
You'd be
happens
able to
is
run Kefla with Gohan, the Super
yeah,
Saiyan 2. You know,
yeah,
it'd be the.
exactly.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. And if you like the less tags you have, then the less space you have for a lot of units to be relevant, you know, because super like Saiyans, right? Right
Very
now,
broad.
yeah, Saiyans, I mean, it's very broad and but you only as far as like how many characters are actually under that tag, but you can only but really there's an ideal Saiyan team and you only kind of really want to run those Saiyans. I mean, you know, it's the Super Saiyan 3 the Super Saiyan Goku that just came out not too long ago. The Majin Vegeta that just came out. You could throw in the Kid Goku if you have them. You
You're a
could
huge
throw
fan of
in
that Super Saiyan Goku, aren't you?
huh?
The green one?
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. I mean, I think as far as green options in terms of Super Saiyan, I think he's probably the best one. Uh, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is really good, but because he's blast oriented, it's like shoot. Um, and there's so many units with blast armor. It's always a little tricky,
I will say this: I'm glad we didn't decide to start with Chiwing.
Yeah, yeah. The boy was like, "All right, I'm gonna head out." Yeah, he was like, "All right, I'm out."
The SpongeBob
That was
meme.
clean, just up and loud.
But
When I saw that, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to keep going."
um, no, I mean, I think you're right, but I do think that eventually it will have to get to that point.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like if you see Dokkan, like the new units, they're now buffing a different category, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
You know, and I think Legends eventually will have to get to that point where they are going to probably recycle some units because there's only so many units in the game, and you can't always continually drop super hype units every single month because eventually, like, you run out.
yeah,
So once you get to those units, like, how do you incentivize people to pull this version of this unit?
yeah, exactly. And I also think,
So and that's how they're gonna eventually have to cross that bridge
yeah,
because you have to add more tags, because like you guys brought up before that eventually there'll be too many if you have too many version of regions where it's like you're only gonna run the new version. So why did you pull on the banner 2 months ago?
yeah, like why would you run Shenron right now? You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
crazy because he's ridiculous.
He's insane. He's a
He's
monster.
ridiculous.
And this is what happens, like if you're not broadening the tag, like if you're not fleshing out other tags, then units have short
You
shelf
yeah,
lives, you
yeah,
know.
and you're doing that to yourself.
Yeah. So that's why I think like them having, tags for like Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, Majin tag, like these different type of tags that will give. Because I honestly think you could even still run Kid Buu. Like he's not great,
No,
but
I think
he
he's
is
underrated
good.
unit. He's really
Yeah,
good. He just
yeah,
takes skill to use.
yeah. But he's not by any means like a fodder garbage unit. But no one's gonna run him, because regen right now,
I almost
either
have
you're
him at
running
14
Cell.
stars.
You have him at 14 stars?
Almost.
Wow. That's how hard you went in for that guy. I have him pretty high up too.
Yeah, I went hard for that Super Saiyan 3, dude. And I didn't
Yeah,
get him on that banner.
that's
Didn't get him.
crazy, dude.
Did not get him.
That's insane. And that's kind of another unit. Like, okay, you have Super Saiyan 3 who was meant to buff the Saiyans, but then you brought out the Super Saiyan 4 during the anniversary,
Yeah, it's just like
and then he buffed
that Super
Saiyans.
Saiyan 3 got like outside of his LF animation and that he goes type neutral for like 5 seconds when he
Yeah, and his cover
pops it.
rescue, but it only works once.
It's like he didn't. I don't know why the hate for Super Saiyan 3. I
I
mean,
don't
is it
know,
because
dude.
Raiden like loves him?
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
that green card's pretty cool though. I think that's probably one of the most unique green
It's
cards.
hard to get though. I mean,
It's
not
hard to get it, but it looks tight when you get
it
it.
It
does. It
looks
You know what I'm
does.
saying?
clean.
Like that's probably the best animation in
And
the
it's
green
like
card world,
that was
in my
unfortunate. That
opinion.
was before they were
Yeah,
making green cards
that
more
is
combo. That you can combo into.
right. Because
This
you
was
can only combo into a
into a
blue
special.
blast. Yeah, because if you notice a lot of units right now, they have like the whole when they enter the battlefield or when the battle starts, they have like an automatic 40% damage buff. Like Goku doesn't have that, and so he comes in and he's hitting like a wet noodle. Like no one's afraid of him. Blue units aren't afraid of him. They tank against them.
Yeah, like yeah,
I'll stay
you
in here.
swap in the blue unit when he rising rushes you.
Yeah,
Like,
to tank
all
it.
right, dude, let's see how much damage you can do.
Yeah. So yeah, I would like to see Super Saiyan 2 and then Super Saiyan 3 because when Super Saiyan 3 Bardock comes out, I think that's gonna be nuts. Um, I think they're gonna take out Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And I think that squad's gonna be nuts. And then, on the Super Saiyan 2 side, being able to run like a Kefla, a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan,
And a Majin
a
Vegeta, that'd be a
Majin
little squad
Vegeta,
right there.
that would be a crazy team. I mean,
It's
just think,
different.
yeah, and
It's
Kefla,
different.
Kefla is green, Gohan is red. She covers his weakness. I mean, so yeah, I would like to see those two tags in particular um get. I mean, and we can go on. There's plenty of tags, that we can discuss, but
So
those two I would like because Saiyans will always have, I think, the most. units.
Yeah, they
Right?
have hella units.
Yeah, most variety.
Yeah, so nowadays, it's like, okay, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, short shelf life, get out of here. Super Saiyan
I
4
still try to
Goku,
force it.
yeah, me too. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, short shelf life, get out of here. Use this new Super Saiyan Goku, the one that just came out like a month ago. And so,
Or the Kaioken, the Super
or the cow,
Kaioken.
well, he
My
doesn't
boy
buff
went
Saiyans,
20K
right?
for him.
But you can, yeah. But he doesn't buff Saiyans. So it's like
Oh,
he buffs
who's he
Sun
buff?
Family, right? Sun
Oh,
Family.
okay.
So it's
Mhm.
Are you
that's
talking
kind
about
of what I'm talking.
Saiyan, someone that buffs Saiyans? My bad.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about green Saiyans.
Yeah. No, Green Saiyans that buff Saiyans. So, yeah, those are because Saiyans is so broad, but I mean,
You're
we
not
could
running
apply
the
this
green
to
Bardock right
regen.
now?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Damn, that guy's relevant. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think.
What I would like is I don't know if you brought this on one of the episodes or while we talked, but I would like them to see them instead of just the movie sagas different, like the Majin Buu saga, so you can
Yeah.
run those units together. Like I was thinking, well, of course the Ultimate Gohan's from Super, so but it would be cool to run like a Vegito, Ultimate Gohan, Gotenks team.
Yep.
You can't really do that now because with two hybrids. I mean, you can, but it would be better if you could run like a saga orient or theme teams
Yep.
that buff each other well, where it's not like, okay, if I run this team, it's cool, but I'm gonna probably get annihilated right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you look at actually they did that with the some of the Namek characters, like the EX Krillin and the
Mm-hmm.
Saiyan armor. He buffs units from that saga.
The Frieza
And
saga.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
and
think
a little more consistency with that.
yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
because
Like
bring
it kind of
diversity
stops
to
after that
the.
one.
yeah, it does. And I mean, I would love to run a Goku with a Frieza. Like that would be
That'd be
Yeah,
tough.
something different,
yeah, exactly. But right now
variety.
you can't run villains and
They don't mix
heroes.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
they don't do that. I don't know why they don't do that. I mean, actually, I don't know if that's true because Future that was actually one of the
That's
things that I
true.
noticed is like Future that has villains and it has
Yeah.
heroes together. So it's like
who's
and
the
it
villain?
works really well. What Samasu?
Zamasu.
You
Yeah,
guys think
and
he's the
Rose.
villain?
Oh
Cigarette.
shit.
Rose.
Fuck.
So
You
deep.
know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Yeah, just
Oh,
kidding.
that's
I'm
funny.
just kidding.
so you're talking about
That's
like
the only team though.
is it? Well,
Like you
Saiyans
can.
doesn't Saiyans also have like they have
Who?
like Bardock isn't Bardock a bad
I don't know.
Nah, I don't
Maybe
consider him bad.
Is Majin Vegeta considered a villain?
I mean,
yeah.
but that's one.
Yeah. But so they can do it. They've done
But
it in the
I mean,
past.
the thing is like it shouldn't be this difficult to think of it.
I would like to
Like,
see Cell and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan
like
on a
there's no
team.
reason that full power Frieza and Namek Goku shouldn't be a nasty little combo, a little duo. You
Yeah,
know,
that'd be nuts.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can run them with when you have that Krillin and Gohan at 6+ stars. But it's like then you limit yourself like to 3 units. So I mean, it'd be nice to have those types of tags buffing each other where you have a full color wheel that you can
Yeah.
run 5 solid units at any given time.
Well, it would also just bring about like just characters that are just like in like the middle of nowhere. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
in
saying? Like
purgatory. Yeah.
the Boo, the idea that you had about Boo, like it just makes me think of like it gives a space to maybe even people that like Saiyan Man. You know what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah.
or the Gohan that that goes to Kai and stuff like that. Like it just
Yeah, I mean the
there's
Kais,
a
the Kais are. I mean, but
you know what I'm
then
saying?
again,
Like
the game's still young. But yeah, the
it gives them
Kais.
something to do. I mean, I think that that's kind of what the unfortunate part about it is that I mean, I know y'all hit it up about earlier about like there's not that much diversity in the sense of tags. I think what's hard because they have so many characters that are just put to the side. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're just kind of in the background, and it's just like okay, well we should be able to do something with them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Like Kid Buu should like. I think a tag that really would be popular is a Majin tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
and that like Majin Vegeta, Kid Buu, all the Boos.
I mean, you
You
could
can put
even
them.
You finally give Deborah a tag finally.
Yeah,
Deborah finally a
exactly.
tag.
Like, and it would, and it's not taken away from anything from the game. Now you have Kid Buu who's relevant on a team where he's getting the most. For example, they create a new unit that does like what Bardock does, buffs Buu Saga units.
Mm-hmm.
boom, he's now hitting like a beast. It makes sense to use him on this team as the red regen
Hmm.
over Omega, over Cell. It just makes, and I mean, it would be relevant to my damn 14-star unit instead of just sitting on my
Yeah, because it's just a unit going to
list.
waste.
And for like who he was in the anime, I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we've talked about this too. Just like he was a beast, dog.
He was a
Like,
beast.
come on, dog. That's the one that
Yeah,
pushed him to the limit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
he deserves some respect in
Put a
yeah,
this.
they gotta
respect
put a
on
little
this
respect
man's
on that.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
put this
I
respect
man
on
mean,
that
some
name.
respect on him.
if you think about it, like the other two, like Cell, I don't remember a Cell that was trash as far as like sparkings.
Yeah.
The
Never.
red
Like,
one was a little sorry. The
I mean,
first
for
one,
his time when he came out,
he was all right.
he was good. Like he
That's
wasn't
true.
at the time the tag
That
regen was
yellow
not
one was
was
just kind of,
the yellow one was nuts, dude.
yeah,
That was
that kid
next level.
is
And then
nuts.
I mean, he still can be used today. And then
Well,
obviously
Cell's,
this new cell. And then Frieza, you have LF full power Frieza, who is a monster tank. You have Golden Frieza, who does stupid damage against blue units. And then you have the LF purple Frieza. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
did you say LF full
Shoot.
power Frieza?
My bad. I think I said LF full power Frieza,
What
yellow
did you
full
just say?
power Frieza, LF purple Frieza, and the green. You know, who they're different archetypes. One is support, the purple Frieza LF. The yellow one's defensive, and the green one is
It's the
offensive.
hitter.
Yeah. So
And then Zenkai cooler if you need him.
and
Oh, you're talking about just Frieza's.
Frieza, like
Just
as far
Frieza.
as
As
he
for
was
you.
a villain, and
They've done he
he's
has
always
multiple.
gotten
The yellow one was pretty solid too. The first yellow one.
he was solid.
He
Yeah,
has
he was
I
multiple
remember I
solid.
wanted
versions.
him for a long time.
Hmm. He came out
Uh,
with Kid Gohan, dude. I
oh,
can't
the
believe
blue
it.
one, the wheelchair one that they call him, the
Oh,
wheelchair.
wheelchair Frieza, sick.
Yeah.
The the
And
help
he
I've
was
fallen and
good.
I can't get up Frieza.
Yeah, he was solid.
Yeah, it was good.
Boo.
But
For
that's
some
the
reason,
thing,
I don't
right?
know
Like
why Kid Boo. For some reason, is the one that got the shaft out of all the boos.
it's
Like I
crazy.
even think Extreme Boo was a bigger hit. Extreme Evil Boo was a bigger hit than Kid Boo.
He just looks
Yeah.
awkward to me. Like just somebody that started to play in the game. Like I hear y'all saying like, oh, you need skill and blah 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 blah. And, like
Whoa.
that's cool, but like he just doesn't look cool. Like they didn't do his animations. Like I
Kid Buu?
think yeah, like
I like him.
he looks
He's a
kind of
weird little character.
yeah.
He's a weird little
He's kind of
character.
a weird thing. It just kind of throws me off. He's like rolling around and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just
The,
like
the, the hands are just hanging.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it just I think that that's gonna be a character that they're gonna redo. I think
Oh, they're
I think that
definitely
they're gonna
gonna.
redo that
I think a
character. I
lot
hope
of
so.
them they're learning from that first version,
Yeah,
like
that
Majin Vegeta.
yeah, and hopefully
Yeah.
hopefully he powers up the Majin tag. That would be tight to
Yeah.
just redo that again because man, they messed up on that one.
Do you guys because
No,
you guys also play Dokkan? And Dokkan, I don't know if Dokkan is suffering because I do play it, but more casually than I play Legends, and I already play Legends somewhat casually, but um Dokkan has a lot of tags.
Yeah.
Is that a benefit to Dokkan, or is that a like downfall of Dokkan? Not downfall, like it's not like it's, but is it
no.
doing more bad than it is good
I think
to the
more
game?
good because, dude, in that game you have so many units. Like whether you want to or not. Like my box is what 500 or something now,
Mm.
and I'm close to being full. And it's gonna give you variety. Like for me, I don't have the deepest box. I really just run Kamehameha, and I'm finally working on those dang link skills. I don't even know how that works. I'm just somehow
Goresh put a
level.
video out on it.
I'm not gonna look at that right now, man. Me and Mark are talking.
Oh,
Um, but I noticed that there is a lot of tags there. But I've noticed that it gives at least the YouTubers what I've noticed a lot of diversity in the content that they're putting out on teams that you can run, different units that you can run. Not necessarily always having to be the top tier units. It's just that they're on a team that runs well together, that works well
yes, they
together.
have synergy.
So Legends is lacking that because you pretty much need to have a team that if you want to play high level PvP, you have to have a synergistic team.
Yeah,
Like your odds are if you're running an oddball team,
you're
I
getting
mean, yes,
smacked.
yeah, you're probably gonna get bodied.
Yeah, I've tried running a team that's kind of like not, like you said, audible. And I've gotten smacked, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's a different game. So it's like Dokkan has a I think it works in their favor because they also have been around a little longer, but they I think that they know how to utilize the different tags in different ways, right? Like there's
Mm,
events that specifically ask you to use this type of tag. They make you go out of your way to like, figure out how to like best use a different tag or whatever. And you could also just power through like bless of like I'm just gonna use one theme. But
mm,
there's the option of, having other ones. I don't know if that option
And
is
they're
that clear in this one because in this
oh
game
yeah.
it's like there isn't really a place for you to, use different tags
And
like
we don't
to
want
yeah,
to see
explore.
creativity. We want you spending on the banner and
yeah.
using that new
There's
unit.
more like, yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like the formula, right? It's like, oh, get the new hype unit and put them into a team that's already good, type of deal. So then like you have characters that are just kind of on the side, which it's
Well, they had a
unfortunate.
huge opportunity to make Majin Vegeta a hype, popular, super hype unit, buff Majin tag.
Hmm.
at least as a second, as a
And
third.
it,
No,
and and
I
if,
don't know about
and
third,
granted,
secondary,
no, I mean as one of his main ability, one of his
like his
main Z
primary
abilities.
tags,
Yeah,
primary
like that
buffing.
and that in Vegeta family. So he's not buffing Saiyan. Like it's a different
Dang.
type of unit. So like that's to me is that's the way to create different units instead of every Saiyan buffing a Saiyan at one point. Like he's evil in this one. Like he chose to let himself get taken over.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
why isn't he buffing? You know, he should have buffed
That's a
Majin.
great fight. I
It,
mean, if you get that's
I've
a
been
great
watching
fight.
those
When
videos on
when
YouTube.
he fought
Oh my
Goku
god!
and he's talking to Goku, man,
I was watching that scene this morning.
that's a great
You
fight.
know, and
Yeah.
I think like that right there will just that taking away a Saiyan buffing unit and adding like a different tag right there, you're gonna have diversity because now you're gonna see him run with some regen units.
Mm.
Where hit
Hmm.
that like if he swaps in, he gives him a buff, something like that. That would be a way to add diversity without really necessarily having to create a whole different team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the unit itself is buffing two different tags.
And they started kind of doing that with the powerful opponent tag. They started like, they started
That
sprinkling that
tag's gonna
in.
come together, I
You know what I'm
think.
saying? Like they're starting to sprinkle that in, and I wish that they would have kept it going though. They kind of stopped at this banner, so I wonder where the next step is going to
No,
be.
sell buffs.
Oh, still Buffson?
That's
Oh,
six
okay.
stars.
Then never mind. Then never mind. That's
I think what they're doing with that is they're like laying the
Foundation
foundation.
for a tank. So for an animal coming out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Jiren because Jiren's not really like a villain,
He's still
but
an
he is
opponent.
like
But
the
they didn't give it to
antagonist.
Kefla.
They
he's
gave
a
it to
pretty.
Kefla.
They didn't give it to Kefla.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. I
But
mean,
then again, Jiren was on a different level.
he was truly a powerful opponent.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's
Like
a
just so
problematic character, but
yeah,
that's a conversation for another
another
for another
that's a
podcast.
conversation
The
for
problem with
an
Jiren,
entire episode.
yeah, the
Well,
problem
Um,
what,
with
what,
Super, though, is just wow.
well, how intelligent they made Goku in the beginning, or what?
They made the dad fool look like an idiot through the whole series. It's like,
yeah,
nah,
they
what are we
did. Yeah,
doing, dude? But all right, can I share mine?
yeah. Share yours.
The tags. Now let's move forward.
I was gonna say, I guess. I mean, I thought we were gonna skip you.
What I would say is, well, I think it's two. I think there's two that come to mind. One is a Dragon Ball. Like I know they're doing that right with Demon King
It's like
Piccolo.
tiptoeing though.
Yeah, they're tiptoeing it. I wish that they would make like a really tight like Piccolo for that, like a
Master
really good,
Yeah,
Roshi,
yeah, like a Master
Master
Roshi,
the
like
buff one.
Krillin,
like
Yeah,
Kid Krillin.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they just give that. That would even give some kids some love. And I think in that, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's a tag that I think that they kind of just forget about, even though that's what started this whole thing.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta pay
And I think
respects to
fans would
what
be
laid
okay
down.
if those units were power level wise up to par with some of these like ridiculous units. Like no
Yeah,
one's
why
gonna
would
be
they
like
not be?
like let's be honest. Like there's no real. If you would look at the power level, there's no reason Majin Vegeta should be anywhere near Vegeta.
Yeah,
But
No,
it's
there's not.
okay because it's relevant. I mean, at this point, we just want to have fun. Like you already implemented a color system, so
yeah.
you're kind of taken away from that because colored advantage plays a big role in this game.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's one tag that I think can get some love because I'm looking at the tag list and there's only 11 characters on here. So it's just, and we're
Crazy.
talking about that they don't even really buff each other. It should be
They
more
don't
than
know.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what laid the foundation for all of this to start. Like it's
Yeah.
there should be some love in there towards and give him an LF, give him something else that
Kid Goku could have been an LF.
that would have been
That could have
That
been
would
the
beautiful.
have
free
been
to play
great.
LF that someone
Hmm.
keeps talking
I mean, he
about.
has a pretty cool special.
Yeah.
Why they
It
didn't,
is.
you know what I'm
It's
saying? Like
a
it's a pretty
fire
cool
little
special.
unit.
Might as well have just done it. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of possibility there that I don't know if they're
That's a good option. That's a good
that
choice.
they're doing. The other one that I had was, I mean, and this is just maybe because I mean this character is probably my favorite character in Super, which is Hit. I think
Mm.
he's probably the best villain that he faces on there, in my humble opinion.
Yep.
I wish that they would do something with Universe 6. Um,
Oh damn.
because Universe 6, they got a Buns Frost. Frost is horrible in this game. And I think Frost actually was, I think there's some possibility there, you know what I'm saying? Like he put up a good fight in my opinion.
Like,
And
I mean, my bad, my bad.
then
Yeah,
like
dude.
the what's the other one? There's even like some places to even add like a cool Piccolo in there that, you know, somehow he was in that thing and he was holding his own, and you had a I think
You mean the Namekians?
there's a cool even opportunity to have a really cool like Kaba that like transforms Super Saiyan for the first time, and like
Yeah.
that gets like a cool buff. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like there's possibility there. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't think that they're really exercising. I think you give Hit a better like chance to be
Relevant. Yeah.
relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because Hit right now, like I don't have him, but I like the way his special looks, the yellow
Yeah.
one.
He's a really good unit. He can't take a hit, but as far as offense, you're sure? As far,
Unintended or what?
huh?
Mr. Puns.
Yeah.
Oh dang! I just
Ooh, yeah.
realized that.
Punning it.
No, he really can't. His defense isn't there, but his offense is off the charts. Like once he gets going, his
It's like
crits
rare
are
if he doesn't get
nasty.
a crit.
Yeah, it's rare if he doesn't get a crit. Now you're right. And as far as Frost, that's true. Like I think back to the anime, and I mean, in terms of fighter, he's a zero, but in terms of survivor, he's a 1 million, dude.
Make him just like a
Like the
pesky ass,
yeah,
like a
An
pet, like just
annoying
an
unit to go
annoying
against
unit. Yeah,
yeah.
like just
that
make him
never
that. Like
dies. Like never
yeah,
dies.
something along the line. Maybe put like some
Unlimited
poison or
endurance.
something, like some
Yeah,
poison that
unlimited endurance.
never dies. This is it. No, yeah, he's just like a little squirmy character, but I think
Yeah.
they could have a little bit more fun with that because I don't think that they're obviously there's poison in the game, right?
There is, yeah.
Yeah, there's poison in the game, so might as
He
well.
has it too. I think
He
actually
does.
no, his green card stunts.
He's so ass.
Yeah,
He's
so
not that good, dude.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool. I'd like that because to your point, Hit right now, he's not
he's not it.
for as good as he is, he's not relevant. And this is just, you know, they if you decide to focus only on a few tags, well then this is what's gonna happen to other units that are really good, but they have no place in the meta. Like they have no place in PvP because their teams just are non-existent or they're not good enough. And um, I agree with like the super, not super, Dragon Ball. They should be
Put a little
buffing that
respect on it.
tag.
It's
Yeah,
it's the
put.
one that started it all.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Diehard fans will go deep on a good Dragon Ball banner, like where the quality units, some new
yeah, good units. Like you know, I mean, we still don't have a sparking. The only sparking Dragon Ball characters we have are
It's
what
that free
the
one. Oh, Demon King,
Demon King Piccolo, and then I think the
Kid
Bulma, right?
Goku.
The Teen Bulma,
Is she?
There is a Bulma in there.
Young
Uh,
Bulma or whatever. And
there's
then
I tell you right now, there's
with
Chi
the
Chi and
oh, and
Kid Goku, Bulma, and Demon King Piccolo, and then the Bulma with the little bow on her head.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, and yeah, dude, like we should have a Goku that's summonable. And that's a kid, a kid Goku that's summonable. And like you said, that might incentivize them to buff the kids tag.
Hmm.
Um,
That's another
because
tag that they've forgotten.
they've forgotten, and there are a lot of kids that are beasts. Like the new Trunks and Goten that are coming out this
Mm-hmm.
week, I think, or the next week.
Are those the
Uh,
two from the Cell Saga? I mean, the Majin Saga. You think?
mm, I think they're the ones. When do they come out? Cell Saga? They come out in the Majin Saga, right?
Yeah, they come out because Vegeta takes them out.
Yeah, I think that's where they're from. Because Trunks is gonna have like his training outfit, the one
How
where
about when
he.
he, the way my boy Trunks just sends Boo flying with that kick?
Oh man, I don't even remember that, man.
You don't remember? Oh my goodness, bro!
I
I
know
was
that's
watching one of the
disgraceful.
anime. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So I guess Boo ties up Vegeta with his little slime thing, his little, and
Mm-hmm.
then slams him to the ground, body slams him. Then he's on top of him, just ground and pounding him.
Oh dang.
And then boom, Kid Trunk gets hella mad, turns Super Saiyan, takes off, and then boom, kick to the cheek, sends him
Okay.
flying through like four buildings. I mean, four rocks.
He's a beast, dude. Trunks, I hope they give him the respect he deserves because he was kind of like that when they first introduced him. He was kind of like a little prodigy, where Goten was just kind of like good, but yeah, not anything special. Um, but yeah, I think this would open the door to having the kids, you know, kids tag
And
be
kids
relevant,
being different than hybrid Saiyans.
right? Because you have Goku,
Yeah, yeah.
th-
That's
and
what I'm
then you,
saying. Like, 'cause a lot of people probably confuse, well, what's the difference between kids and hybrid Saiyans?
right.
Like, it
Uh,
wouldn't contend. It wouldn't. You couldn't team them up. Well, they could, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't buff like Team Gohan,
no.
Adult Gohan,
Mm-hmm.
Teen Trunks, Adult
Mm-hmm.
Trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be strictly all for the kids. And I think that would be a fun because people like to use little like troll units that are fun. Like
Mm-hmm.
Goten and Trunks are very popular, especially as kids.
Yep. Yep.
Like, and then that could also lead a door to creating a transforming unit like them that transforms into a Gotenks. Because
Yep.
they're eventually they're gonna get to that where they have door units that do
Oh,
something.
for sure. That's why they brought the Chilai
Broly,
and Broly. And yeah, I mean they're gonna have
and that was
that
like, in my opinion, a low effort unit.
it was. I mean, it really wasn't a
Like, he's good.
Broly.
Like, don't
It
get me
wasn't a
wrong, he's good. But I'm saying, like, what
as
the
far as
animations, like where the animations can, what they can be.
yeah.
What the unit can do
Oh,
with
they
an
fell
assist.
short for
Oh
sure.
man, it's this the game is they're scratching the unit, but I like what they're doing right now. I do feel like with that cell, and with the Majin Vegeta, that you're seeing a lot of different units. Like, I feel like right now this is the most I've seen Saiyans ran in a
Yeah.
while. Like the Saiyan tag, like for me,
Yeah.
it's like,
And they're not exactly like insane.
yeah,
You
they're
know, I mean,
not.
Majin Vegeta is insane. He is Z tier in my opinion.
Yeah.
But everyone else is like, S tier, good unit,
Well, it takes
maybe
skill to
maybe
use like
high
that
S
Goku you
tier.
like. Like, he's
What's
not a
that?
unit that Green Goku you like, the
Oh
Super
yeah,
Saiyan.
yeah.
Like, he's not someone that you can just spam cards and you got to use them wisely. I was watching the
Yeah,
videos.
he's technical. He's a technical unit for sure. But his kit is built so well. I think he's gonna be relevant for a long time. I mean,
It's
you
crazy
know,
because we were just talking about that Zenkai, the android, Chi Wing, a couple episodes ago.
hmm
All how quick as android back in the meta.
yeah. Sometimes that's all you need. One, but that's the thing, right? Because like there are already a lot of good units, but y- the teams are maybe one or two really good units away from being relevant, right? Like androids, like you said, they're now. I mean, they have a nasty team. If you take 21, Zenkai 7, what's his name, 16,
16.
and then the new cell. I mean, that's a
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I don't have the Zenkai. I can't. If Gohan, I'll tell you right now, if Gohan was not coming out, I probably would Zenkai 7 that Android 16.
I'll ask you
I'm
this:
enjoying Android.
if Gohan is underwhelming, will you Zenkai 7?
No, not till I Zenkai 7 Gohan.
Oh, you're gonna go for it
Yeah,
even if he's
it
under.
doesn't matter. He can be complete trash, and I was
Okay,
Zenkai
it's
7.
because that's your guy right
That's the
there.
boy. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter how good
I
he is. You
respect
know
it.
what I'm saying? Like, but I know they'll do him justice. He's too
Yeah,
good.
for
He's
sure.
too hype of a unit. People will pull on that banner, like you said, that you brought up to try to get him to 7 stars. No
Oh,
way. Because
yeah.
especially now, Zenkai 7 is nowhere near as expensive as it once was. So if he's
Mhm.
insane, like that Android 16, that is a tank of all tanks
He's a
now, dude.
beast.
And he actually hits like pretty hard. I'm like, they did a really good job with him. And
Yeah,
I
and
think
he
they were
offers
really
death
happy with the
buffs.
response. Like they didn't do anything quote unquote like game breaking where like he's like it's unheard of. Like he's just a really good tank and he now delivers good. Like they took a unit that was irrelevant and they made him relevant, which they should be doing.
And they did a great job
And
with him, to your point.
yeah, like they made him exactly what the game needed. The game didn't need another offensive monster where he's one shot in error. But in granted, he destroys blue units. Like don't get me wrong, but it needed a tank that kind of puts a little balance to it. Kind of slows the fight down. Like right now, I have to swap someone out because I'm not going to do any damage with him with my Vegito blue.
Hmm.
So it was a wise decision, and little did we know they're throwing out the cell. You know that they're adding the death transformation, regeneration. Like it's a game breaking. It's unheard of, but to me, it's not a broken unit where it's like everyone hates them. Honestly, I feel like this is one
Yeah.
of the more positive responses I've seen for a new
For two
type
new
of
units, I haven't seen any
yeah
type of toxic response.
yeah. It's
And
crazy.
that's the thing, like what I was gonna say, Android 16, they did him well, and that shows you like, oh, you can make a unit really good, a kit really good, but not so like for instance, Zenkai 7, there are 3 units, 4 units that I fear the most. One is not fear, but like I kind of loathe the most. Vegito Blue 14 star, uh Zenkai 7 Beerus, Zenkai 7 Boo, Fat Boo, and then Zenkai 7 Cooler. All 4 of those, if you go up against any of those in that specific kind of, mold, like either Zenkai 7 Beerus, Cooler, or Boo, or then 14 star Vegito Blue, you are you're losing. When I mean, you got to get 2 rising rushes to kill one of the units. Because Zenkai 7 Beerus, what he does to people, or what he does to your unit is so, and people don't, you
Demoralizing.
don't see him running around because obviously he's an LF unit, so not many people have him. And it costs 20,000 crystals to get him to Zenkai 7. But I'm telling you guys, if you run into him, it is it is so oppressive. It's so like discourage, like demoralizing playing against him because you
Doesn't he like
cannot
block it?
activate.
Yeah,
You
don't
can't
you
activate.
your main
What's that?
ability? Doesn't
Yeah,
he
you
like block
Yeah,
can't
he
your main
blocks it
ability?
every time he comes
forever. It
in.
feels like he's immune to like all types of status ailments for like it feels just like for the entire match. It's just like he wins. That's it.
Yeah.
He steps in and it's like this is over. So
Dude, so
Zenkai
yeah.
7 16, it doesn't feel like that. This new cell doesn't feel like that. And the new Majin Vegeta, for as good as he is, he doesn't feel like that, you know?
I
Um,
will say this. So recently, I haven't been running Future. I've been running the Vegeta family and androids. I will say this, dude. Going up against Vegito Blue, it gets annoying.
yeah,
It
dude.
gets annoying, dude.
you
It
you're
gets
in you're in that
annoying.
boat, brother.
Yeah, like
You're
I'm
in
like
that boat.
this.
Welcome to the squad.
Well, because before it's like I was kind of used to it because I was dishing it out with him too. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh my god, I'm
Here we
just
Here we
so. I
go.
go.
put the phone. No, I literally put the phone down, go
Yeah.
wash dishes, come
Yeah.
back,
And he's still
and
Still
going.
he's
going.
halfway through. Yeah, he's
Gotcha.
halfway through. So I'm
Yeah.
like, and then he finishes with the green card into a special. So it's like I like where these units are fun. They're really good. Like they're really really good, but
Oh,
they're not to the point where you hate going up against them because they're so boring and oppressive. Like don't get me wrong, I love Vegito Blue,
oh.
but I've been running the crap out of him. So right now I'm really running this Majin Vegeta. He's fun. They
He
did a
is
great
fun.
job with his LF. Um, his green card's absolutely busted.
Nuts.
It's absolutely busted how good he becomes after he lands that. And the LF is clean. It's fun. They should have given him the full line, but whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, not many people forfeit to that LF.
I mean,
They're just like, I'm just gonna watch it.
it's a nice looking that laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
did a
It's a
really good
nice
job
one.
with
Yeah.
the background, everything. Turning. I mean,
Everything.
I don't want to say anything, but whose co-host brought up turning people to stone as an LF?
Oh yeah, dude. That was Chiween.
Uh,
He's a pretty good. Yeah, they made a lot of nice touches to that
yeah,
unit.
like and like the when he's base form, his special,
Hmm.
I love that the little hopping before he goes in, then coming
Yeah,
in against that boy Pui Pui.
Yeah.
yeah, he's pretty tight. I don't have him, but he's
But you've got the cell.
I've come up against him, and he's
Mm.
yeah, he killed me yesterday. He like he annihilated me yesterday. But he's a really cool unit though. I like him. I like the way he looks.
Yep, his
I'm on the
transformations
other
to
set. I'm
me.
on the other side of it, but yeah, I think I second that though. I don't think it's as annoying as Vegeta Blue. I think
Mm.
there's he just hits really hard, and but he's not like unbeatable. I think like at least that's been my experience. Like I can still deal with him sometimes. I mean, then there's other times where he's just like he gets into that mode and it's just even with
Yeah,
a green unit,
Yeah.
it's still like Dunzo. But
Hmm.
yeah, he's
which
pretty
is what an
cool.
LF should be.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're gonna make the rate so difficult, like the unit should be above and beyond. But provide, like I like that they provided Cell, which is a great second featured like main unit. That's a
Yeah, he's
completely
so
different
good.
tag, has nothing to do with the main unit. Brought another tag back to life, Android that with that Zenkai 16, powerful opponent you can run now because now there's what 3, 4 units that have buffed that.
Hmm.
Regen is back. I'm
Hmm.
seeing a lot of regen. I personally, with that cell, me personally, I've had the most success running them on Android with
I think that
Purple
Yeah.
was the
Point
intended
One,
purpose of it too.
Hmm.
and yeah, I do agree with that. And the first form cell.
Yep.
That's the
That's a
boy.
nice little
What
duo right
what
there.
else
That's
can
the
you say?
boy.
Come
That's your
on, though.
day one, dude.
Of course, he finally gets some love again.
Well, I mean, because I'm not gonna Zank. I was telling Kick, I'm not gonna Zankai. I would have Zankai'd Android 16 if I didn't know Gohan was coming. And then Kick asked us when he asked, like, even if he's underwhelming, it doesn't matter. It has to be done. But
Gohan, you saying?
Gohan. But
Mm.
that Android 16, I'll tell you right now, like I was tempted after
Hmm.
I played with the Android with the first form cell. I'm like, I wonder what this team would be like with that boy.
Yeah, they're probably crazy. I mean, this is the
It's
reality. That
probably
the
insane.
knock with the first for Marcel is that his defense is just trash, and his
It's garbage,
yeah,
garbanzo.
and then his green card doesn't really link into anything. Even though it's nice and there gets
Mm.
your key, it doesn't link into anything other than your special. So it's really hard to pull off in that.
And that always sucks because then
It
it's
limits,
like,
ends the combo.
Mhm. Yeah, it ends.
yeah, yeah,
It has blast armor too, though, but it's just
that's good.
it gives you
And I think
life
that was
and it
at the
gives you key.
time where
Mm.
Kick was, they just kind of were throwing things together on units to see how it works out.
That's
Mhm.
when, yeah, that's kind of like what they use Cell for.
Yeah,
As
like
like
he's
an
an experiment.
experimental.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But I think the game's in a. I tell you right now, this is probably the most diversity I've seen at the top of PvP as far as teams that I'm running into. Running into
mm,
Vegeta family,
That's a crazy.
Future, God Key, Regen, Android, Saiyans. I'm running into Saiyans a lot and a lot of variations of that team.
I've always been day one Saiyans, so that's why I keep like, that's
Just
me,
a
dude.
FYI for everyone.
Yeah, day one. So I'm gonna keep going in this banner, even if you know what, like I'm okay. I've made peace with the fact that I'm gonna continue to get shafted, but that's okay because because my Saiyan team. That's my team. That's been until they get so good that it's just like, all right, I don't want to continue to use this because it just doesn't feel fun. I'm gonna continue to run that team to the ground, and I'm okay with if I'm gonna like go in on a banner, it's gonna be on a banner that one has good units and two buffs the team that I want to play with the most. I'm okay with like throwing crystals at that. And whatever happens, happens. I always say let the chips fall where they may. Right now, they're definitely not falling on my side. Because I've been going in after we did our summons.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like where the game is right now. I think they're yeah, I think it's trending in the right direction. I think they've been
Yeah.
doing like incremental things,
Hmm.
nothing like it's never felt from one week to another like, whoa, what is this? New game, but incrementally,
Wait till that loading screen drops, bro.
Yeah,
Wait till
which is
that
coming
There
loading
next
you
screen.
week.
go.
No, not next week. Sometime in September, right?
Yeah, sometime in
September
September.
30th. Yeah. um, but yeah, I mean, I like where the game was headed. And that Cell though, uh when he transforms, the amount of damage he starts doing is nuts. And that
And
green
he's a
card,
tank.
yeah. And does he tank? Does he? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, he is compared to his base form, he gets a lot of offensive and defensive buffs when he
Yeah, that's
transforms.
that's nuts, dude. And but that blue card does so much damage. Um,
It's a nice looking blue
It,
card
it's
too.
it's
it's
an
a it's
amazing blue
a
card,
it's
yeah.
They
misleading when I first used it because he first just backhands him into the ground and he doesn't do much damage. So I'm like, oh, this is not gonna do much, dude. And then boom, he lands the
It can,
Kamehameha and just like he's gone.
gone. It's a wrap. Uh, and that green card is nuts too. The fact that it's guaranteed
Isn't it the one that
immobilization.
took the shot that took out
Trunks.
Trunks?
Yeah, that is the one that took him out. I think that's why it's guaranteed immobilization.
Except on my boy Majin Vegeta and Vegito Blue.
Of course, of course, it doesn't hit, and it won't hit Beerus either.
Yeah, there's some
It,
units that are just immune to
status ailments, yeah.
yeah for a while because I noticed that late in the fight, Vegito Blue will start getting hit with things.
Yeah, because he's got three. He's
Little
got like
shields.
what is it? Three. He can get hit with three of those before he starts actually, um, like experiencing status ailments or being susceptible to status ailments. But for the first like three times or three hits, he's not. You can't paralyze him. You can't faint him. Mm, he's just
And
nuts,
I
dude.
mean, the
Plain and
banner
simple.
overall. I mean, I get from what I'm reading. I mean, you're always going to be have a better opinion on this one. Was that Extreme Goku is really good, the Super Saiyan 2, and the Videl is a really nice surprise unit. I guess she is really a tank.
Dude,
Uh, and that thing right there is they took into, I'm not saying they listen, but they took in finally that they're providing value. Like
yeah,
this banner top to bottom since
that's
the
great. Yeah,
anniversary is the best banner
for
yeah,
sure,
as far as like
it's a good
value on
banner.
units.
for sure.
Definitely go in. Well, it's a good. I think you wouldn't lose if you not uh go in. So I don't
Mm.
think you not get something
Well,
good.
like I mean,
I
simply
think you
just
could
like
do
for
characters in
me,
this one.
I
Hmm.
got so many units that I didn't have from 0 to 7 stars. Like that's why step ups to me they just make the most sense to go in the deepest. Like I'll wait. Yeah, granted, I'm not gonna have all the units, but they just a lot of value. Like I'm excited to run that red bar dog. I have yet to. I just pulled them.
That's the boy.
That's he's
The
a
boy. He's a
beast.
beast. Yeah.
So I mean, I just think like Kefla's on this. Like there's units that okay, yes, I didn't get the unit I necessarily wanted to sell or Majin Vegeta this pull, but man, I got Fiku, I got the Bardock. And yeah, some people are
Oh,
gonna be like,
feels
damn, I
good.
already have this full. But you know what? For people that don't, that started the game, at the anniversary, this banner provide a lot of value. I feel like.
Well, I'm one of those because I didn't get Majin Vegeta, and I can tell you that. I mean, I'm still happy with, I'm free to play, and I'm still happy with what I got. Like I think it's unfortunate I didn't get him, but I still got the cell, I got Kefla for the first time, and that's
She's
exciting to
so
have.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got Bardock a couple of times, and so I think it's a good banner. I think folks should go in because
I
it's a good
think
one.
for you, Chewin, since it's you're newer to the game, do you feel like it's given life to other tags that you have or other teams that you have that just weren't that were dead or non-existent? So like for instance, female warriors,
Hmm.
um, because I don't know if you got 21,
I do.
maybe you did, or maybe Vegeta family, right? Like,
Nah, I wish I could run. I mean, Vegeta's my favorite character, but I don't have any of the really good ones. Like I don't got the purple one. I don't got the Majin Vegeta. I don't got the green LF one. I don't. I'm missing a lot of key
mm,
people from that Vegeta team. But it looks tight though. That's a good looking team. Like they got a lot of good hitters on that.
oh yeah.
So that's a cool team. I just
But you
don't got
do
the.
you do have the future like adult future trunks, right, from the
Hmm.
anniversary.
Hmm.
And then did you get the red trunks on this banner?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they both buff. I mean, yeah, you're just maybe like one unit away from having maybe it wouldn't be the ideal one because I'm sure you as a Vegeta fan want Majin Vegeta. But I mean, at least like if you want to use the team, you can. You know, granted, it's not maybe the one you want to use, but it's still a good team because you have those units now. And I feel like it's done that for a lot of people. Like it gives Kefla is insane. Like if you start using her,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see how beastly she is. Um, Android 21 is nuts. You know, Bardock, he's really good. Um, Trunks, he's super slept on, the red one.
Yeah, he's pretty tight. I
Obviously,
really like his animations. I think he's just a good looking character. I like his
yeah,
super.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's great. And that super goes type neutral, so he can even destroy blue units.
yeah.
Um,
I think that banner
That would
at
explain why
Listu.
he destroyed my Majin Vegeta.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
he's a
wondering
beast.
why how that happened.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
monster.
Because yeah, I saw him going for the super. I'm like, I'll be all right. Boom, annihilates him. I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
But
dude,
then I didn't
he's
know.
really good. He's slept on. That green card's nice.
Yeah, that green card.
Um,
Yeah, I was gonna say that green card is underrated.
Yup. Um, and then they have Fitku, the blue Goku. He's also a great support unit for Saiyans. So yeah, it's been a great banner. And then the EX units,
hmm
the Super Saiyan 2 Goku is really good. I mean, it takes a while for him to, not a while, but it's just he does need to get hit at least once in order for his buffs to activate so he can start doing a lot of damage. But once he gets going, he can hit like a truck. Uh,
hmm
and then Videl, I've heard good things about her. I might use her. I might create a female team now just because I have 21. I have Kefla. Kefla was my favorite unit when she dropped. She was so good. But then when I started seeing, like, after the anniversary, how good Fusions was, I was like, yeah, I'm going to move on to another team.
Yeah.
Uh, and, but yeah, I like, I think this banner's been great. I'm going to keep pulling on it. And, whatever happens, happens. I won't feel like how I did when I went in for the PyCon and not the PyCon. I didn't go in for him. I went in for the Kaioken Goku
Okay,
and
Kengo.
got PyCon. That he was a
That's
residual.
another unit that also kind of what we were talking about earlier that like he gets released. They got released and
Dead.
then like it's like shortly afterwards they release another one that just kind of puts
Yeah.
him to the back burner. So it's just
Yeah.
like they got to be more strategic with that because they're gonna keep they're gonna keep doing like they're gonna keep just like putting those characters like on the shelves. Like it's just
Hmm.
like what's the point of pulling on them? You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
there's no point in it because then there's gonna be another one. That's why the diversifying the tax is important.
Yeah, I agree. And you kind of touched on it earlier when you were talking about Dokkan, how Dokkan, there are certain events where you're not just incentivized, you
Mhm.
have to put a team together specifically, of a certain category to beat that event.
Mhm.
Um, whether it's like Super Battle Road or sometimes even some of the easy A's, like you have to use that team. And I think that gives, you know, Legends doesn't have a super battle road per se, but they have PvP, and I think if they were to bring back Ultimate Battle was where they put like different rules and all that, which is maybe what they hinted at in the newsletter, volume 2.
Mhm.
Uh, they can say, okay, you have ranked here, PvP rank, you can still play that, but then you have Ultimate Battle. Ultimate Battle for this season, it's only female warriors or something like that, you know.
There's like a stipulation. That'd be tight. And you
Yeah,
still get some ranking points out of that. You think?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would be tight. I think that would be. God, it just I mean, I know that there's a lot more diversity. I know Bless was talking about that in the thing. It's just yeah, it's just hard. Like you go up against people that have kind of what you touched upon, like 14 stars and blah blah blah. Like it's just
Mhm.
what's the fun in that? At least in my opinion. But
You
I
get
don't know.
decimated. That's the truth, especially if you only have like 3 stars or whatever. You get decimated. Although I will say they're bringing back the what is it called? The what's that thing that I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. Wow. It's the one where, Goku, Snake Way. Okay,
Yeah,
Snake Way.
to get the Z power.
Yeah, so I
That's good.
definitely, recommend folks to do that and then save up the Z power and use it for whatever unit it is they want. Um, and I will say there is a good amount of Z power to be like accrued to have out there.
Hmm.
It's just it takes a little bit of grinding, but there I'd say within 2 months you could do a lot of you can rack up a lot of Z power and buff up a few units.
Yeah.
So
What do you think about the LF Z power? Is this what they were talking about, or is this
I
what
hope not. I mean,
that was horrible.
yeah.
That's
I
horrible.
mean, I hope not. I think that they threw it out to kind of test the waters. Um, I think they're gonna make a like free to play option for it because they did that with like the gold bells back in the day. Um, I think they even did it with the silver bells back in the day where you could only get it if you paid, but now like you can get it. Even I even think Z Power maybe they did it like that where you could only get it via the shop, but
Hmm.
then slowly but surely they gave free to play options. But it's like it's blatant. It's like only people who pay can get it. Like that's it. And I think you should have the 600 for the people who want to pay, and then maybe like an event that comes out maybe every other week or uh I don't know what the frequency would be, but that drops maybe like 50 Legends Limited Z Power or 100, and you can stack it up and then use it for a certain unit that you want, but all
Yeah.
that tells me is like they know that people on average, if they're gonna go for a Legends Limited unit, cost more than 100 and how much is it? $120. Like they know, right? Like if you're going for a Legends Limited unit, on average, people are spending more than $120. I can attest to that.
Hmm.
Um, so they're still making like to people like they in their eyes, and maybe they've ran the numbers like this is still good value to people who are spending on the game because
Hmm.
normally I'm throwing out a number just based on my own experience. To get an LF unit, you'd have to spend $300. So yeah, right. And
That's
so
crazy.
so if we're offering this to you at 120, you're saving 180. Like
Hmm.
to them it seems like there's still this value. And all that tells me is like holy crap, it is they know it's really expensive to get an LF unit,
Hmm.
which like it's kind of at what point is it artificial rarity because you know Super Saiyan Goku from last year, he's not that good anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
Which one?
he's
Talking about Namek Goku?
Namek Goku,
Oh, okay.
I think it's just because Sun Family's a little dead right now.
but he buffs Saiyans.
Yeah, I see it.
Like at what point is and there are better blue Saiyans in my eyes right
That feet one
now.
is better than him right now.
Yeah, so it's like at what point it's like Bless said, LF units they have
Well, I
to
got him
have
at
that.
7 stars, so don't down my boy.
Yeah, you
Uh,
you have to have LF units be worth it because if not, then it's just artificial rarity. You're just slapping an LF on there and then branding it as Legends Limited and then dropping the rate, and people are
I
going
mean,
nuts.
he's not worse than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, though, at least. At least he had his moment where he was on
No,
top.
you're right, and that's another one. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, even like I know units are going to show their age, but I think LF units they need
He
to be able
shouldn't
to
really
stand
ever.
they should be able to stand the test of time
Yeah.
the way LRs can in Dokkan. Like
mhm.
Super Vegito from year 3, he's still insane. The LR,
The
Mhm.
one, the transforming one?
the transforming one,
Yeah, him and the Gogeta.
and the
I'm still running
Gogeta.
them on my Kamehameha team.
Yeah, if not, then it's just like I said, it's not really it's
And
rare
all that,
just
yeah.
because you've decided to create it. Like, you've slapped it with an LF and then branded it as Legends Limited. But I hope that I think they will. I think there will be a free to play route for maybe not to the extent because you know you're not paying for it. So
I think it would be nice though because it's like, dog, nobody wants to have. At least to me, like I have my LFs, like I got the Super Saiyan 3 and the Namek Goku, and like they're
oh
at two
well,
stars. It would be nice to get them to just three. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a
yeah.
way to get it to three, and then that's it. I mean, that's it's there's really it shouldn't be this difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $120 to get about like to get them to what, like 5 stars or whatever the
No,
hell.
no, 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 no.
One
If
star,
you
bro.
you get one
Oh, one
star,
star. Yeah, see, that's craziness. It's like,
uh,
no, come on, man. Like that ain't it.
that's and I think getting them to 3 star, that's the most important one. Like, I mean, from there on out, like, yeah, you're gonna see stat increases and all that, but to 3 star, you get that secondary buff. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, I have the Namek Goku as well and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well, only at 2 stars.
Mm-hmm.
So I only get one buff. But at 3 stars, they get the double buffs, and that changes the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a round while you guys were talking on that banner. Yeah, I'm retiring. Too many Bardocks, dude.
Dang, that's your
That's
how
the
many
sign that tells me that stop.
Hey
I'm at
man, you might have a nasty
52,
Saiyan team.
5200.
Well, he's really
Just
Well,
wait
good.
I
So
was
just
just
wait
trying to
till
get
UI
Vegeta to
Goku
four
comes out.
stars, but I'm like, now I'm getting greedy, and I'm gonna regret this. I'm not gonna have to spend for Gohan, which I don't want to do.
Just wait till UI Goku comes out, dude.
God, I cannot. Uh,
That's gonna be the
dude,
most
that's gonna
cancerous
be
unit.
yeah, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be
That's
the
what I was listening to
He's
the
gonna be the
podcast,
COVID-19
the
of
COVID-19 of
Dragon
Legends,
Ball
dude.
dude.
Legends, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty
It's
bad.
gonna be nuts, dude.
Cause
I
yeah,
mean, but yeah, we'll see.
it's because there's no sense of like, and this is what I think my knock with Super is that there's no sense of like power stability. Like it just felt like they're just
Balance.
like, we're just gonna keep going up and
Yeah.
up and up, and like it's just like there's nothing to like offset the amount of power. Like there's nothing like
Did you finish Super?
I'm like grinding it out to watch the very end of it, but like it's pretty like this tournament of power one, like it's pretty bad. Like I think the overall series, I didn't really like it. Like I think it's pretty bad. Like I don't think there's enough stories there. But like this last one is pretty bad. Like I like I said earlier, just a little thing about Jiren. It's like he's not doing anything. Like they're literally not doing anything with him. Like
Oh
I-
yeah, no, you gotta
it's
wait, bro.
it's just huh?
You gotta just wait, be patient.
No, dude. It's like, dude, but that's the thing. That's like he doesn't even talk. Like, dude, he's right now he's just sleeping.
Oh
Well,
Like
yeah,
that,
there's
yes.
like,
nothing exciting him in front of him.
huh?
There's nothing exciting happening in front of him.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, I do like that team though. I wish they would make that tag. You know, the team with that like the
Oh, they're coming,
superhero.
dude. That
Huh?
boy Topo.
Yeah, I wish they would make that team in here. I think that's a pretty cool
The
team.
proud Pride Troopers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty tight.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. It's unfortunate because it's just so much power that like you're gonna release UI Goku and it's just gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be
But just remember,
cancerous.
he's gonna be on God Key.
That's gonna be the scary thing.
Like what is this?
It
Yeah.
already has Vegito Blue.
Yeah. I wonder if he will be on God Key though.
Yeah, he will, because UI isn't that the power of the gods? Power for the
It's not.
gods.
Yeah, I don't know. They say it's not really like using God Key though.
Isn't he on Realm of Gods and Dokkan?
In Dokkan he is, but
Yeah, he'll have God Key.
I mean, Vegito has the Saiyan tag in Legends, but he's not on Pure Saiyans in Dokkan. So it's like,
But I think he does have the Saiyan tag. But Pure Saiyan, I think they try to differentiate that from fusions.
I mean, but like Vegito technically should still be on Pure Saiyans because he is a Pure Saiyan, right? Like it's a combination of Vegeta and Goku.
Hmm.
So I don't know that they're gonna follow the exact same order, like the exact same methodology as Dokkan. Maybe. I mean, it would make sense if he's on God Key, but it's just I don't know. They're gonna have to handle it very well because, like you said, that team because this is PvP, it's not just PvE. Keeping balance is important,
Hmm.
and if they don't have that, it can be scary. But shall we wrap it up, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to listen. We will leave our Twitter handles down below in the description. Um, Hit us up. Let us know if you want us to talk about anything. Any feedback, comments are very much appreciated. Make sure you watch the summons video that we posted. There were a few spoilers in this during this episode, but go ahead and check it out. And yeah, any closing statements, gentlemen?
I think folks should pull on this banner. I think there's some
Yeah,
good
this is
unity.
definitely a banner to go in on,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. This is a great banner. People
especially if
should
you don't
pull.
have Gohan at 7 stars. There's really not much else you could be waiting for.
Yeah.
'Cause those go that Trunks and Goten, they're not going to be better than the Cell and Majin Vegeta.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, we will head on out. And again, thank you for listening. And until next time, stay legendary.
Ninja.